guess that does it.
I guess it does. Now, no, Phoenix will rise from these ashes like Miko's Cassadine and try to take over the world.
Don't be so sure. Well, do you know something we don't? Yeah.
What?
The formula.
You do?
Yeah, I do. When I found it in the box of carbonic snow in Mikos' bedroom, I memorized it.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. I had nothing better to do. I was waiting forever for the two of you to be debriefed before they got to Tiffany and me.
Listen, that's not the kind of information you should have rattling around in your head. It could be dangerous.
Robert, I forgot it already.
Good. Make sure it stays forgotten.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. It's fine with me. Because I have something I want to talk about now.
Name it, sweetheart.
The weather machine. I tell you, if somebody doesn't put it out of commission, it could fall into the wrong hands and somebody could try to blow up the world again.
She's right. It has to be destroyed.
Hey, now, hold on a minute. What about Balentine?
Well, what about him?
Well, look, he's going to want that machine for the good guys.
The good guys, Robert. Who the hell are the good guys, anyway?
Well, I always thought the World Security Bureau would.
Have they ever had this kind of power at their command? Look, Robert, when you got this kind of power and this kind of money at stake.
I don't know, Luke.
Well, I do. The weather machine has to be put to rest permanently.
I'd buy a used car off you any day. How do we do it?
Come on, I got a 52 Edsel for you. You're going to love.
Lead on, McDuff.
Hi, pal. Listen, you want to come in and have a drink with us?
Oh, no, thank you, sir. I'm on duty.
Pity. We're not.
Maybe later.
Stay alert.
This is going to have me in the unemployment line.
Oh, poor baby. Exactly right. So you lose your job with the World Security Bureau. Who cares? I mean, you can always cash in one of your diamonds from one of those mines in South Africa.
Yeah, she's right.
She's got a point, Robert.
Balentine is not going to be happy at all.
Mr. Balentine, I can't even believe this is really happening.
Very pleased you could make the trip.
Oh, boy, so am I.
Your daughter is going to be very surprised.
My daughter is going to be in shock.
We appreciate the invitation to come along, we really do. Listen, after all you've done, it was the least I could do. Dr. Weber here was a great help during the crisis.
He can be pretty terrific. I'm just sorry I wasn't there to help at all.
Young lady, you were much better off in the Greek islands, warm and safe.
Typical, just typical. Wandering around Athens looking for the Cassadines Island somewhere off the coast of Greece. And they run an island somewhere off the coast of Venezuela.
Well, after all, we did find him.
Yeah.
Thanks to Luke Spencer. He must be a very, very clever individual.
Yes, it must be.
Well, at least one good thing did come out of all of this. Mikos Cassadine's weather machine was not destroyed.
That's good.
Oh, yes, of course. We can take hold of that now, and we can control the weather for the good of humanity all over the world.
That sounds like Mikos Cassadine talking.
Now, wait a minute. We're not going to create a utopia, Dr. Weber.
What then?
Well, what I meant was, I think that it gives the Allies a great sense of power, of being able to control that sort of technology. What that means is now any country that contemplates military action would have to face the threat of having their weather controlled and their economy destroyed.
Right or wrong? In the wrong hands, obviously, the machine is a monster. In the right hands, it could possibly be a friend.
Any idea what time that Balentine is due to arrive?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know the exact time.
But he is on his way, though.
I know he was scheduled to leave New York City this morning, Mr. Scorpio.
Well, we'll just have to wait, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Well, keep up the good work. I shall be sure to inform Balentine what a great job you guys are doing.
Thank you, Mr. Scorpio.
No, I'm the one that should be thanking you.
Good morning, Georgia.
Oh, don't you look chipper? Well, I think I've had an hour and a half sleep.
Doesn't matter, though, because we feel terrific.
Oh, you got to be thrilled with the news about Lou.
It's going to be good to have him home, I guess.
Yeah, it's been a long, cold summer. And the two of you should be well rested when he does get home. Jessie said you were supposed to be in this morning. Why don't you just turn right around and march out that door and get some well-deserved sleep?
I
couldn't sleep a wink. I'm too excited, Lou, coming home. I just got to keep busy.
And there is no way that I am going to leave this hospital.
No?
No, you see, I got to check up on one Dr. Noah Drake, because I hear he's been up all night running errands of mercy with a very pretty lady.
Zap! I detect a note of jealousy there, Miss Spencer.
You bet you do.
Before we blast this sucker open, I wish I knew what all the dials and the lights and the buttons meant.
You know, if this was a sci-fi movie, you'd make a really good Luke Streetwalker.
It's Luke Skywalker, you idiot.
I love that movie.
Whatever.
Laura's a real movie buff, Tiff.
Oh, I hope you've been watching mine.
Tell me, tell me, Laura.
Good.
In this movie, did it have a happy ending?
They blew up in outer space.
It's happy enough.
It's happy to me. I wish we could blow this up in outer space.
Well, let's hope what we're about to do is a lot more effective than the explosives were.
Well, it ought to be a little bit effective.
I'm still not too happy about going against Balentine.
It's too late now, pal. We've already burned the formulas.
Yeah, Luke's right. You may as well go all the way now.
Okay, let's get started before we sober up and I realize what we've done.
I hope you two don't mind if we leave on this one.
Please.
I have a feeling they didn't please.
That's right, darling. Keep the home fires burning. Don't drink all the booze.
I will. I know. Oh, I guess this must mean the end of that whole fiasco.
Oh, I'll be so glad just to get off this island.
Me too.
I think this deserves a glass of champagne.
Good idea. Oh. You know something? You really helped to save our lives.
Well, darling, I really didn't have a choice. I had to choose sides, you know, and I always go with the winning one if I can.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You must have thought that Victor was on the right side once.
Oh, Victor's he was a fascinating man, and a rich one, which definitely helped.
Do you have any regrets about him?
Oh. You know, I really do hate turning my back on a man when he's out of luck, but he would have dropped me the very second he got bored with me. No, I think I did the right thing.
Tell me, what's it like to be a big movie star?
Oh, well, it's, flashy clothes and flashy cars and jewels and a lot of travel. It's getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning for an early call. Oh, dragging yourself out of the bed. And then having to go to bed at 10 o'clock so you don't get up and look ragged the next day. It's wonderful. Oh, and it's lousy. Oh, and I always have to look for new financing for the films that I want to do instead of all that garbage they send to me. And that means looking for rich men.
Like Victor.
I don't want any more like Victor. There's got to be somebody wealthy in this world that's not such a bore as he is. Ugh.
One or two, maybe.
Do you think that perhaps Scorpio might like to finance one of my movies?
I don't know. That's something that you're going to have to ask the man himself.